I'm the kind of guy who believes in going the extra mile for someone I love, so when my girlfriend Emma's birthday was coming up, I wanted it to be unforgettable. She always lit up around her birthday, loved the spotlight, the Instagram stories, the attention. Her friends called her the main character, half joking, half serious, and I was always fine being the supporting cast, the quiet guy who drove her to brunch, held her bag while she posed for pictures, and never complained. This year, I booked out her favorite rooftop restaurant in the city, full buyout, custom menu with her favorite wine, string lights overhead, even a violinist for atmosphere. I arranged for her friends to be there. She loved being surrounded by them. I ordered a designer handbag she'd once gasped over, the kind that costs more than my rent. It was all set, her night to shine, my way of saying, you matter. I didn't do it for credit, I did it because I loved her, or at least, I thought she loved me too. Halfway through dinner, I realized I left Emma's jacket in the car. She always got cold easily, and I wanted the night to stay perfect. As I stepped into the hallway, I passed the private lounge next to the dining area. The door was slightly open. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, I swear, but I heard laughter, her voice. Then one of her friends said, "What if he proposes tonight?" More laughter. Another chimed in, "Please." She'd put him on his knees and humiliate him. He's too soft to even see it coming. My heart stopped. Then Emma's voice, "Honestly, if he does, we'll get it on video. It'll go viral." I froze. At first, I thought maybe I misheard. Maybe it was about someone else, but then another voice said my name, clearly, cruelly, and all doubt disappeared. My ears were burning, my mouth dry. I felt like I'd been punched, but had to stand still and breathe through it. The woman I loved, the night I built with care, just a stage for public betrayal, and she was in on it. I walked back into the dining room like nothing happened, jacket in hand, calm on the outside, war inside. Emma lit up when she saw me, reached out playfully, kissed my cheek like nothing was wrong. Her friends were filming again. One of them even said, "He's such a sweetheart," while framing me in a fake candid shot. I smiled for the camera. Inside, I was burning. They clinked glasses, laughed loud, posed like it was their show, and maybe it was. Emma looked radiant, basking in their admiration, completely in her element. I watched her sip wine, flash that dazzling smile, lean in for pictures like a celebrity. She never looked at me the way I looked at her. Maybe she never had. Part of me wanted to scream, to end it all right there, but I didn't. Instead, I made a choice. Not to cry, not to confront, not tonight. They wanted a scene. I'd give them one, just not the one they expected. If they were putting on a show, then I'd join the cast, but I'd write the final act. The next morning, her message popped up at 9:12 a.m. "Last night was amazing, you're the best. Brunch later?" Like nothing happened, no guilt, no tension, just a heart emoji and a plan for more attention. I didn't respond. Instead, I opened Instagram. She'd posted 10 stories, group shots, champagne, cake, a slow pan of the rooftop, her friends tagging each other, laughing, hugging. She looked like a star. The captions, "Best night ever, Queen energy, unforgettable." Not once did they tag me. I wasn't her boyfriend in that feed. Just the guy who made it all happen, like I was staff, the final straw. A boomerang of her blowing a kiss to the camera with the caption, "This girl deserves the world." No mention of me, just entitlement. I opened the gift order confirmation. That designer bag? Cancelled, full refund requested. Then I messaged the event coordinator at the restaurant and told her all charges past 10:30 p.m. When I left, were no longer my responsibility. If guests broke a glass table and someone vomited in the hall? Not my bill. I sent one final message, politely worded, professionally phrased, to Emma's email. "All unapproved expenses have been reassigned to the host party. Thank you for understanding." She wanted a performance. I just gave her the receipt. By noon, the cracks began to show. Group chats turned into war zones. One of her friends posted angrily, "Wait, who was supposed to cover the rest of the bill?" Another replied, "Wasn't it handled?" Emma said it was all paid. Then came the real blow. Someone had posted a clip from the party, accidentally or not. It showed one of the girls laughing, slurring, saying, "If he proposes, I swear, she's gonna make him cry in front of everyone." The comments section turned ugly fast. Emma messaged the group, "Who filmed that? Take it down, now." Too late. someone had already screen recorded it, people were asking questions, a few even tagged Emma directly. This what you meant by queen energy? Friends turned on friends, screenshots flew, accusations, blame. One girl left the group entirely, another sent a voice memo, sobbing about how she didn't sign up for drama and lawsuits. Word spread fast, the restaurant wanted damages covered, and now nobody wanted to be responsible. Emma? She was spiraling, more messages, more demands, more silence in return. I watched it all unfold, quiet, detached. I wasn't tagged in the chaos, but I was everywhere behind it, and for the first time in days, I felt calm. They wanted to play games. I was just following the rules they wrote. By sunset, Emma's tone had changed. The first few texts were pleading, "Can we talk?" I didn't mean for any of this to happen. You know how girls joke around. It got out of hand. Then came voice messages, shaky, breathy, a mix of panic and rehearsed sorrow. She said she was scared, that her friends twisted everything, that she never meant to hurt me. I didn't reply. Her friends joined in too. She's a mess right now. She didn't mean it like that. You've been good to her. Maybe just talk once before walking away. But I'd heard everything I needed. I'd seen who they really were, how they talked when they thought I wasn't listening, the laughter, the plans, the cruelty dressed up as just a joke. They weren't sorry about what they did, just sorry they got caught. That night, Emma called twice, then 5 more times. I let them all ring. Finally, I picked up on the 6th, not to argue, just to close the door. Her voice cracked immediately. "James, please, can we just..." I didn't want it to be like this. I waited, then answered. Calm, low, final. "You didn't want to hurt me, you just didn't care if you did." Silence. "I'm not angry anymore, Emma, I'm done, that's all," and I hung up. It's strange how peace feels when it finally arrives. Not loud, not triumphant, just quiet. No more pings from group chats, no fake laughter echoing through my head, no weight in my chest every time her name lights up my screen. I slept like I hadn't in weeks, woke up without dread. Made coffee, sat on my balcony while the city moved below me, and for the first time in a long while, I didn't feel like a supporting character in someone else's story. I was always the guy behind the camera, behind the surprise, behind the success, the planner, the helper, the one who waited patiently while she posed, while her friends praised her, while I disappeared in the background. Not anymore. I've drawn the line. Reclaimed my name, my time, my dignity. I wasn't bitter, I didn't burn bridges or seek revenge. I just walked away, fully, cleanly, without apology. Because sometimes the strongest thing you can do isn't to fight, or shout, or beg to be seen, it's to stand, say nothing, and leave with your head held high.